What's up, everybody? It's been a while. A lot of things have happened and changed and things. We'll get to that after a while, but for right now, we had some flickering lights Friday, kind of some power in and out. We had Liberty out here, and they determined that this breaker was probably the cause of that issue. So I was able to go pick up some breakers because they don't make that one anymore. So we had to get a new one. And I was like, well, we'll just kind of wait until next week, schedule them to come out and take the meter out. Well, last night we pretty much lost all power. So hot rush, they came out today. So instead of having to wait, we at least have the breaker box, and then we'll have the sub for the shop on it instead of the way that they kind of just grabbed onto it here now. So we're gonna do it the right way. Not really what you want to do on a Sunday when it's freezing cold. We're getting ready to have winter apocalypse hit again. Friday it was like 57 degrees, would have been a great day to do it, but it always seems to happen on the weekend. So we're gonna rip this stuff out, we're gonna do it right, we're gonna put it all back together. It's just gonna be better. So stay tuned. So you can see they actually cut some of the wires to be able to put this in there. And that's really not how you're supposed to do it. And this tied onto there, that's not how it's supposed to be either. So we're gonna open this up. And these go to the shop. So I'm gonna make sure that those are landed for the breaker on the new one. I label everything just because I just wanna make sure that everything goes back exactly the same way that it was originally, to make sure that each line's tied with which one they had. So, I mean, even the neutral ground, just to make sure nothing gets missed. All right, so I got it opened up, figured out what they did. They just tied onto it. So we're gonna eliminate that, and the shop will tie into the breaker like it's supposed to be, and actually run to the shop on the circuit the way it needs to be, is try to pull on off the 200 amp service here to both the shop and the house. So let's fix her up. So I was gonna take this breaker off and see what was going on. And as you can tell, that's not supposed to happen. Yep, there's the problem. That's not good. Not good at all. See if we can get this screw out. Let's see what we got. So there's the culprit. You can see that is not supposed to happen at all. Oh, look, a little wasp. That doesn't look too good either. Last time when I came out here, you could hear it just sizzling. Our lights had flickered since we moved in. We just kind of thought maybe it was the type of bulbs, but that is the issue right there. Kind of scary. Boy, howdy. our little furry friend. Hi, Tom. You hanging out? He came with the property. He's pretty cool. Say hi, Tom. So I wanted to keep as much wire intact as possible. So all I did was cut a slit to be able to get those set screws out of. So then that way I still have the full length of wire without actually having to cut it. So I may end up having to cut the wire anyways, but I want to make sure that I had enough regardless. So that's what I was using the grinder for. Pop those out and I still have all that wire. Sometimes we even have some turkeys. We had a big snowstorm come through, so got it done just in time. Got everything reconnected and actually connected the way it's supposed to for the 125 amp for the shop, coming off the 200 instead of them just being crammed in together. So this should take care of everything. Luckily, it was right before the snow. We're all good.